So let me continue with the next topic, which we are going to see is computer hardware organization. So far, we have seen the introduction of operating system and what is the definition of operating system. We have seen two definitions and what are all the services goals of operating system, and we saw about what are all the services provided by the operating system, and we saw actually where OS fits inside the system. Okay. Next, we are going to see about the hardware components, which is what is actually computer hardware organization. What it actually consists of. If you see in the diagram, it is having memory, a processor is there, a disk controller is there, and USB controller where the mouse input devices like mouse, keyboard, and output devices printer, which can have the USB port where you can connect with the system, and this way the OS will give instruction to the what these input device or output device, and the user will get access to those hardware. So without the interference of operating system, the user can't do any work. This is what happening in the hardware architecture. The program will be actually stored in the memory, and whenever the user or the operating system needs, it will take the program which they are meant as process from the memory, and then it will send to any input device or output device. So that's what here they have explained. The computer system is just nothing but the combination of many parts, such as we have peripheral device, secondary memory will be there, and processor is there, and you may have input devices as well. And there are device controllers as well, say for example keyboard, mouse, and printer. And you have a buffer for each device. Okay, so the next topic is interrupt handling. What is actually an interrupt? By the name itself, we can say like interrupt is nothing but which is actually a trigger or signal to stop a certain process. So let me explain you with the definition. It is actually a necessary part of computer system organization, as it is triggered by hardware and software parts when they need immediate attention. Or else, in other way, I can define interrupt as which can be generated by a device or a program to inform the OS to halt its current activities and focus on something else. So that's what I said. It's just an interruption made by the operating system. There are types of interrupts available. One is hardware interrupt and one more is software interrupt. So hardware interrupt or triggered, who will trigger this hardware is the hardware peripheral, say for example printer example, while software interrupts are triggered by the software function calls. So this is the diagrammatic representation of the hardware and software. Hardware, in another name I can, one more division can be made in hardware like maskable and non-maskable interrupts. Computer system components. You know what a computer system will have? It has the hardware, it has OS, it has system and application programs, and it has users. So hardware basically it may be CPU, provide basic computing resources such as CPU, memory, input output device, or communication. OS, which controls and coordinates use of the hardware, and system and application program where you can use the word processor, compiler, web browser. These things are called as system and application program. And users may be people or machines or other computers. So this is the hierarchical view of a computer system. The inner layer is called as the computer, and the second layer is called as the OS, and the third is called as the application, and the blue color last is called as the users. So the first layer is the computer, or I can say it as a hardware. So like as I said, the hardware, the user will request through the application to the operating system. The operating system will instruct the computer or the hardware to do certain tasks. The hardware will have the driver for each device. The driver will do the task and it will respond to the operating system. The operating system, in another way, it will respond back to the user. So it actually happened like a client server model. So next topic we will discuss in the next upcoming video. Thank you.